Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this match preview for this Saturday's game. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Burton Albion at the Keepmoat Stadium. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Doncaster Rovers versus Burton Albion. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for returning. The channel's growing fantastically. If you're new to this channel and this video has led you here, welcome. As you are new, this is a format that we go through match previews. We look at the previous meeting, we look at current form in the league. We have a player focus, so we look at a Doncaster Rovers player. My opinion on one to watch, in this case Burton Albion player. Me and the family have got a predictions league this year where we're playing for a trophy, so there's an update on that, and then my score prediction at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. We haven't met each other that often in our history, so only 6 times. Donny have won 2, Burton have won 1, and we've shared the spoils 3 times. So looking at our last 5 meetings, go back to 2015, the Johnson's Paint Trophy. That was at the Keepmoat Stadium where it finished 0-0 in 90 minutes and Donny won 5-3 on penalties. So really, you could say that Rovers have won 1, we've drawn 3, and Burton have won 1 out of the 6 games that we've faced each other. And then the 15-16 season, we shared the spoils both home and away, an entertaining 3-3 draw at the Pirelli, and then a 0-0 draw at the Keepmoat. And then last season, the 18-19 season, it was a 1-0 defeat away and then a 2-2 draw at the Keepmoat. So recent history, Burton have got us just a lot of draws and the 1 defeat last season. Current form, very even again. So over the last 5 games, Rovers lost 2, won 2, and then we had the postponement on Saturday against Tranmere. Burton won 2, lost 1, drawn 1, and they had a game against Bolton postponed due to international call-ups. Both teams have got a cup game midweek. By the time this video comes out, that game will have been and gone. At the time of recording, don't know what is happening with that. So we've got Manchester United under-21s in the leasing.com trophy, and Burton have got Leicester in the Carabao Cup, I believe. So Burton have got the tougher game midweek. I think Burton will put a full-strength side out against Leicester. Rovers, I think, will put a couple of the fringe players in on Tuesday night, so I think that may play to our advantage on Saturday. Maybe a little bit fresher when it comes to the game. We should still be in high confidence anyway after the 7-1 win at Southend last Tuesday. Big shame that the Tranmere game was postponed. Waterlogged pitch. I think we'd have won that game. I think it'd have been a comfortable win, and I think that confidence and momentum would have continued into Tuesday. And then who knows how we're going to do against Man United under 21s, but get a good result there, and then that's a good vein of form to be in coming into the Burton game. Burton, on the other hand, there's a lot of teams in the league that are struggling to find consistency. There's a lot where they've won as many as they've lost, and there's a couple of draws in there as well. Burton are one of those teams, and it puts them pretty solid mid-table, 13th on 19 points. But wins against MK Dons and Wimbledon in the last 5, little overshadowed by a 0-0 draw against Blackpool last Saturday and a 4-1 defeat to Fleetwood as well. On to player focus for the Rovers, I've gone with Joe Wright this week. Only 3 appearances so far this season, but Joe is a very promising centre-back. He's been plagued with injuries for the last couple of seasons. It'd be nice to see him fully fit and getting game time, because I think he is one of our better centre-backs. Having said that though, this is one of the first seasons in a long time where I don't feel too concerned when a centre-back gets an injury. We've got Tom Anderson, Donovan Daniels, Cameron John when he comes back, Alex Baptiste when he comes back, so we've got a couple of injuries, but we've got we've got that backup in that area. Not so much in other areas. The squad depth could be better, but as centre back, I think squad depth is about right for this league. Joe Wright, he should be in that team, in my opinions, if he's fully fit. So he has been starting to break back into the team since his injuries have died down. And for me, it just adds a lot of height into the squad, and it gives us that different approach on set pieces and a different dimension. So he can get put up front too. He's played up top previously in his career, so he does know where the net is as well. So a versatile centre back, can play football as well, really good football. So for me, play focused, Joe Wright hopefully gets back into the squad over the coming weeks. Moving on to the one to watch for Burton, having a look at their squad and who's their target man, who's their main threat. I've gone with Scott Fraser, 11 appearances in the league, 5 goals, 5 assists. So Scott's Burton's top scorer in all competitions, and he's got the highest assists as well in all competitions. In the league, he's scored 3 and created 4 goals. So 2 goals and 1 assist has come in the cup competitions. I think if the Rovers stub out Fraser's creativity and stop him from playing, we've got a good chance on Saturday. Scott Fraser, the main man for Burton in my opinion. And the prediction league table, so if you are new, just a quick explanation, me and the family give a score prediction every single game. If we get the score absolutely spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the result right but not the score line, it's 1 point. And if we get it completely wrong, it's no points. So with the games being postponed, no change in the table. I'm still top on 10 points. Max and Chris joint second on 7, and my dad in 4th on 5 points, but still very, very tight. Couple of games that could all swap around, so keep your eye on that this Saturday. And finally, my score prediction, looking at our form and how confident we should be, and taking into consideration the game midweek, I think Burton will be putting a lot of effort into that Leicester game. I think the result of that could determine what happens in this game. If they put a lot of effort in and get beat, then I think we've got a very good chance of beating them. If they put a lot of effort in and win, they'll be very, very high on confidence and come to us and potentially want to win themselves as well. So I think Tuesday, Burton will more than likely get beat by Leicester. It's a competition that Leicester should be wanting to win. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to the Rovers. I think Tuesday is pivotal though. We will see. Never right anyway. So yeah, 2-1 to the Rovers, that's what I'm going for. Hopefully I'm right. And that is it for this match preview. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comment in the section down below. Don't forget, ask me questions, ask Vicky a question. It could feature on Comment of the Week. That video for this week will be linked somewhere on the screen. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. It's helping the channel grow. We're so close to 1,600 subscribers. Target of 2,000 by the end of the season. I think it's doable. We will see. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.